Welcome, dear friends, to a tranquil journey through the world of Skyrim, a land where creatures of myth roam the rugged mountains, and forgotten ruins whisper ancient secrets beneath the snow. Tonight, we'll wander together through this vast, enchanting world, discovering fascinating facts about its creatures, its hidden corners, and its most iconic locations. From the towering peaks of the throat of the world to the serene, icy waters of Winterhold, Skyrim is a land of mystery, wonder, and deep, quiet beauty. As we travel through this snowy realm, I invite you to relax, let go of the day, and allow the soft stories of Skyrim to guide you gently towards sleep. Take a deep breath and feel the weight of the world lift as you settle in. Let your body relax, your mind drift, and your thoughts melt away like fresh snowflakes falling on the quiet ground. And if you enjoy drifting through stories like this, you're welcome to subscribe and softly tell me where you're listening from tonight. Now, let's begin our peaceful exploration of Skyrim, where the creatures and lands await us, each one a quiet, soothing presence in this magnificent world. Fact 1. In Skyrim, the majestic dragon is a central figure, not just in the lore, but in the very fabric of the land itself. These ancient creatures soar above the snow-capped mountains, their wings slicing through the cold air as they patrol their territories. Their cries echo across the lands, reverberating against the stone cliffs and through the deep valleys. Known for their fierce power and wisdom, dragons were once gods among mortals, and their return in Skyrim heralds both destruction and the promise of rebirth. To hear their roar is to hear the land's pulse, ancient and timeless. Fact 2. The Whiterun Plains are an area of serene beauty and peaceful tranquility. Stretching out beneath the shadow of the great Jorvaskr, the home of the companions, this location is the heart of Skyrim. The plains are dotted with fields of tall, soft grass, and the smell of pine mingles with the crisp mountain air. The steady wind carries whispers of the past, of old battles, and long-forgotten stories. As the sun sets over Whiterun, the golden light bathes the plains, creating a warm and calming glow that invites rest and reflection. Fact 3. The snowy saber cat, one of Skyrim's more fierce inhabitants, is an apex predator in its cold, mountainous home. These creatures have evolved to blend seamlessly into the frosty landscapes, their white fur a perfect match for the snow-covered terrain. Their eyes, bright yellow and piercing, seem to see straight through the snow, and their silent, graceful movements are mesmerizing. Despite their beauty, these creatures are to be feared, as they can strike with swift, deadly accuracy. They represent the untamed spirit of Skyrim, wild, unforgiving, and awe-inspiring. Fact 4. The throat of the world, the tallest mountain in all of Skyrim, is a place of legend and sacred reverence. Its peak pierces the sky, where clouds gather and whirl around the summit. Here, the Greybeards, ancient monks who follow the teachings of the Voice, reside in their peaceful seclusion. Their presence at the top of the world brings an air of mysticism and serenity, as though the mountain itself carries the wisdom of the ages. Those who reach the summit find themselves in awe of the silence that surrounds them, a stillness broken only by their own breath. Fact 5. In the deep, cold waters of Skyrim's many lakes and rivers, frostbite spiders make their homes. These large, venomous creatures lurk in the shadows, their webs glistening like delicate lace between the rocks. The frostbite spider's bite can paralyze its prey, making it one of the deadliest creatures in the land. Yet, there is a quiet elegance in their movements as they scuttle across rocks and along the underbrush, blending into their surroundings with ease. Their web spun dens, though sinister in their nature, are a testament to the resilience of life in Skyrim's harshest corners. Fact 6. The Sovngarde, the Nordic afterlife, is a place of eternal glory for those who die bravely in battle. This sacred realm lies beyond the reach of mortal men, where heroes and warriors are rewarded with a life of endless feasting and joy. The skies in Sovngarde swirl with bright, ethereal colors, and the air is filled with the sound of laughter and song. Here, in this divine afterlife, the land is bathed in eternal twilight, casting a soft, golden light over everything. The mountains stand tall and proud, just as they do in the mortal world, but here, peace reigns. Fact 7. The Horker, a waddling, plump creature found along Skyrim's cold coasts, is often overlooked by travelers, yet its existence is deeply tied to the land's survival. These creatures are vital in the food chain, often hunted for their meat and tusks by the indigenous Nords. Their movements are slow, but their presence is a reminder of the harsh, unforgiving nature of Skyrim's wilderness. The sight of a Horker basking in the sun on the shore, surrounded by mist and waves, is a peaceful image, a moment of quiet persistence against the harshness of the world. Fact 8. Riften, the city built on the banks of Lake Honrik, is a place of both beauty and intrigue. The scent of the lake mingles with the earthy aroma of the surrounding forests, creating a unique, calming atmosphere. Riften's canals wind their way through the city, reflecting the light of lanterns and the occasional passing boat. Beneath the surface of its quaint, cobblestone streets, however, lies a seedy underbelly filled with thieves, secrets, and hidden deals. Despite this, the city holds a certain charm, with its warm, welcoming feel for those who seek shelter from Skyrim's harsh winters. Fact 9. The Falkreath Hold is one of Skyrim's most tranquil and serene locations, where the land's beauty is showcased in a subtle, quiet way. The pine trees stand tall and proud, their branches whispering with the wind. The air is fresh with the scent of the forest, and the soft sound of birdsong fills the air. The stillness of this place is only broken by the occasional rustle of leaves or the distant call of a wolf. Falkreath is a haven for those seeking peace, a refuge from the chaos of the world, offering solace to anyone who wanders its paths. Fact 10. The nightingale, a rare and elusive creature in Skyrim, is known for its grace and deadly beauty. With feathers that shimmer in the light, these birds glide silently through the night, their movements almost ethereal. In the world of Skyrim, the nightingale represents a mystery, a fleeting glimpse of something greater than what can be understood. Those who have seen one speak of the haunting melody that accompanies their flight, a soft, delicate song that seems to come from the very soul of the night itself. The nightingale's beauty, while fleeting, is a gentle reminder of Skyrim's quiet wonders. Fact 11. The Draugr are the ancient undead warriors of Skyrim, once mighty Nords who have long since succumbed to the ravages of time. Rising from their tombs in the cold crypts, they wander the darkened halls, their hollow eyes glowing faintly in the dim light. Their eerie, mournful groans echo through the chambers, a chilling reminder of the curse that binds them to the land. Despite their fearsome appearance, there is something tragic about the Draugr, the remnants of once living beings, now trapped between life and death. Their existence is a quiet, solemn reminder of the passage of time. Fact 12. The Pale is one of Skyrim's most desolate and cold regions, characterized by wide, windswept tundras and towering mountain ranges. The snow seems to fall here without end, blanketing the land in a quiet, unbroken stillness. This is a place where the light of the sun is often dim and fleeting, casting long shadows over the landscape. Despite its harsh conditions, the Pale is home to the town of Dawnstar, where the soft whispers of the sea mix with the chilly breeze. The people here live in harmony with the land, braving its cold, silent beauty. Fact 13. In the Blackreach, a vast underground cavern deep beneath Skyrim, glowing mushrooms and mysterious, luminescent flora light up the dark, forgotten world. This hidden expanse is a place of awe, where time seems to stand still beneath the surface. The air is thick and heavy with the scent of earth and the faint, distant hum of magic that echoes from the depths. The ancient Dwemer ruins that lie scattered throughout this cavern are silent, their once great cities now abandoned. Yet despite its stillness, Blackreach pulses with life, both ancient and new, in a delicate, secret dance of nature and time. Fact 14. The Gildergreen in Whiterun is a symbol of hope and renewal, standing tall in the center of the city. This sacred tree, bathed in the golden light of the sun, represents life's eternal cycle. Its branches sway gently in the wind, offering a calm, peaceful presence to all who pass by. The Gildergreen is a living monument, its roots entwined with the very spirit of Skyrim itself. Its beauty lies not only in its form, but in the stories and memories it holds, a constant reminder of the land's ever-changing yet unbroken rhythm of life. Fact 15. The frostbite spider's venomous bite is infamous, but the creature's presence in Skyrim's forests is an important part of the land's ecological balance. These creatures are formidable predators, hunting in the shadows of Skyrim's darkest forests. Despite their deadly nature, they are also symbols of the harsh realities of the land, survival at any cost. Their webs, glistening with frost in the early morning light, stretch between the trees, creating a delicate, almost hauntingly beautiful backdrop to the landscape. They are a part of the wilderness, powerful in their simplicity and eerie in their grace. Fact 16. The Rift, a fertile valley in the southeast of Skyrim, is home to the city of Riften, where the scent of fresh bread and wood smoke fills the air. This is a place where nature flourishes, with thick forests, rushing rivers, and vibrant fields of wildflowers. Yet beneath this beauty lies a darker, more troubled side. The city is known for its underworld dealings, its thieves, and its corrupt leaders. But there is a certain charm in Riften's contradictions. Its beauty and mystery lie in the way it thrives despite its shadows, much like the land around it. Fact 17. The skeever, often seen scurrying in the shadows of Skyrim's dungeons, is a small, furry creature that plays a surprisingly significant role in the ecosystem. These creatures are often found in the basements of taverns and abandoned ruins, and their presence is a reminder of the balance of life in Skyrim. Though small and unassuming, Skeever packs a surprising tenacity, thriving in the harshest conditions. In a way, they represent the resilience of life, always adapting, always surviving, no matter how dark the world may become. Their quick movements and soft, high pitched squeals add an eerie but familiar background noise to the stillness of Skyrim's wilds. Fact 18. The Elder Gleam, an ancient and sacred tree located in the Elder Gleam Sanctuary, is said to possess great healing powers. Its leaves glow faintly with an ethereal light, and its roots run deep into the earth, touching the very heart of Skyrim. Those who seek the tree's power are often drawn to its serenity, its quiet presence in the forest. The air around the Elder Gleam is always cool, filled with the scent of moss and the gentle sound of leaves rustling in the wind. Standing before it, one cannot help but feel a deep sense of calm and reverence. Fact 19. Solitude, the majestic capital city of Skyrim, stands proudly on the western coast, perched atop towering cliffs overlooking the sea. The city is a symbol of the Nordic spirit, proud, resilient, and enduring. The architecture here is grand and imposing, with tall spires and towering walls that speak of a history steeped in both glory and sorrow. The air smells of salt water and history, and the echoes of long forgotten songs seem to resonate from the stone. Solitude is both a place of strength and a quiet refuge, a haven for those seeking solace among Skyrim's ancient stones. Fact 20. The wolves of Skyrim are both feared and respected by the people of the land. These pack hunters roam the forests and mountains, their howls cutting through the crisp, cold air. Their loyalty to their packs and their keen instincts make them formidable opponents, but there is also an undeniable grace in their movements. The way they glide through the snow, their paws making barely a sound, speaks to the wild beauty of Skyrim itself. Wolves are a symbol of the land's untamed spirit, a reminder of the raw power of nature and the bond that exists between all living things. Fact 21. The saber cat of Skyrim is a fierce, powerful predator, its sleek, muscular body built for swift, silent movement through the snow. These creatures, often seen lurking near the icy mountains or deep in Skyrim's forests, possess razor-sharp claws and teeth capable of tearing through flesh. Despite their ferocity, they are also symbols of the wilderness's beauty, their lithe forms moving with a fluid grace. Their eyes, glowing yellow in the dark, seem to pierce the very soul. The saber cat is a reminder of nature's raw power, both beautiful and terrifying, in equal measure. Fact 22. The Sea of Ghosts, a cold and tumultuous stretch of water, lies to the north of Skyrim, its choppy waves lapping against the frozen shores. The sea is named for the eerie sounds that sometimes echo over the water at night, as if the spirits of ancient sailors are still calling out across the waves. The bitter winds from this frigid expanse bring a chill that can freeze the bones. Yet, despite its foreboding name and harsh conditions, the Sea of Ghosts is a part of Skyrim's natural beauty, its haunting waters, a reminder of the land's mystery and vastness. Fact 23. In the Frostflow Lighthouse, located on the northern coast, an unsettling stillness reigns. The lighthouse, once a beacon of safety for sailors, now stands abandoned, its light extinguished. The winds howl through the broken windows, carrying with them the whispers of forgotten stories. The surrounding cliffs are dotted with old shipwrecks, their skeletal remains strewn across the rocks. Despite its haunting atmosphere, there is a certain beauty to the lighthouse, a quiet, melancholy charm that speaks to the past, where the light once guided those lost at sea. Now it stands as a silent sentinel in the night. Fact 24. The Spriggan, an ancient creature tied to the earth itself, is often encountered in Skyrim's forests, where they guard the sacred trees and nature's sacred spaces. These beings are deeply connected to the land, their forms shifting between human and tree like appearances, their skin resembling bark and leaves. The Spriggan's presence is often felt before it's seen, a subtle disturbance in the air, as if the very forest itself is watching. Their magic is powerful, and they can summon the elements to protect their domain. Yet, beneath their fierce exterior lies a deep reverence for nature's balance. Fact 25. The Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, hidden deep within the forests of Skyrim, is a place shrouded in mystery and secrecy. This underground hideout is the home of the Dark Brotherhood, a group of assassins bound by a code known only to those who serve it. The sanctuary itself is a strange mixture of opulence and decay, with its dark stone walls adorned with eerie candles and intricate carvings. The air here feels heavy, as though the very earth carries the weight of the lives taken. Yet, in its silence, there is a strange sense of peace, a quiet acceptance of fate. Fact 26. The Rift's Winking Skeever Tavern, known for its warm hearth and rowdy atmosphere, is a beloved retreat for travelers seeking rest after a long journey. The scent of roasting meats and freshly baked bread fills the air, mingling with the soft murmur of voices. The tavern is a place where stories are shared over mugs of ale, and friendships are forged by the firelight. The Skeever's charm lies in its simplicity. It is not the grandeur of the place that draws people in, but the comfort it provides, the warmth that surrounds weary souls in the coldest of nights. Fact 27. The Lurker, a dangerous aquatic creature found in the depths of Skyrim's dark waters, is both feared and revered by those who know of it. With its towering, spindly legs and tentacles that reach out from the depths, the Lurker's presence is often heralded by a strange, unsettling silence. These creatures live in the waters around the island of Solstheim, where they stalk their prey with eerie precision. The lurker is a reminder of the dangers that lurk beneath the surface, a shadowy figure that waits patiently, its eyes glowing beneath the murky water. Fact 28. The halls of the dead in Skyrim are often visited by those seeking to honor the fallen or those who wish to learn the secrets of the past. These crypts, scattered across the land, are home to the remains of ancient warriors and leaders, their resting places preserved by time. In some of the halls, the walls are lined with intricate carvings and symbols telling the stories of those who once lived. The air is thick with the scent of earth and stone, and there is a quiet reverence here, an understanding that death is not the end, but a part of the endless cycle. Fact 29. The Karth River, which winds through the rugged hills of Skyrim, is known for its wild, untamed beauty. The water rushes quickly over the rocks, its surface flashing in the light, reflecting the ever changing sky above. Along its banks, dense forests stretch out, their trees reaching for the sky, their branches heavy with the weight of ancient secrets. The river is a lifeline for the wildlife of Skyrim, providing sustenance to those who live along its shores. Yet, there is an underlying wildness to the river. It does not yield easily, and its currents can be deadly for the unwary. Fact 30. In the northern reaches of Skyrim, the abandoned shack stands alone, surrounded by the vast expanse of snow and ice. This forsaken home is a place of solitude, a quiet reminder of the harshness of the land. The shack itself is weathered, its walls leaning slightly as if struggling to remain upright against the fierce winds. Inside, there is little but dust and the remnants of a forgotten life. Yet, there is a sense of peace here in the emptiness, as though the shack has been left to rest, to be consumed by the elements, as all things in Skyrim eventually are. Fact 31. The Red Mountain, a towering volcano in the land of Morrowind, is both a source of great power and a place of great danger. The mountain's ominous presence looms over the region, its peaks hidden by the thick clouds of ash and smoke that often swirl above it. While it may not be a part of Skyrim itself, the influence of Red Mountain extends into the north, its volcanic eruptions and tremors affecting the land. The very earth here feels alive, pulsating with energy, and it stands as a silent reminder of the raw, untamed power that resides beneath the surface. Fact 32. The Giant's Grove in the Pale is a tranquil yet awe-inspiring place, home to the massive towering giants who roam the area. The trees in this grove are some of the oldest in Skyrim, their gnarled trunks reaching high into the sky, their roots stretching deep into the earth. The air here is thick with the scent of ancient wood and fresh moss. Despite the presence of the giants, the grove exudes a sense of peace, as if it were a sacred space untouched by time. The giants move through it slowly, like guardians of the land, their steps shaking the earth beneath them. Fact 33. The Frostflow Lighthouse, perched on the coast of Skyrim's northern shores, stands as a solemn sentinel against the dangerous waters of the Sea of Ghosts. The lighthouse is known not only for its guiding light, but also for the tragic story that surrounds it. It is said that the Lightkeeper's family vanished mysteriously, their fate forever unknown. Now, the lighthouse is abandoned, its light flickering in the distance, only when the weather is calm. The surrounding cliffs are often bathed in mist, casting an eerie, mournful atmosphere over the area. Despite its history, the lighthouse remains a symbol of hope for those who still travel these waters. Fact 34. The Briarheart is a unique creature in Skyrim, a twisted form of the Forsworn that has been transformed by the power of the Briarheart ritual. These beings have had their hearts replaced with those of powerful trees, granting them unnatural strength and endurance. The Briarhearts are often seen in the forests of the Reach, their forms marked by the twisted roots that wrap around their bodies. They are fierce warriors, using their newfound power to protect their people, but there is something deeply unsettling about them. Their connection to the land is both sacred and frightening, a reminder of the cost of such dark power. Fact 35. The volcanic tundra of the Rift is an area of sharp contrasts where fire and ice meet in a dramatic dance. The land is marked by the presence of volcanic craters and geysers that steam and hiss in the cold air. The volcanic rocks, dark and jagged, rise from the snow, creating a stark landscape where the forces of nature clash in a battle of elemental power. Despite the harshness of the terrain, life thrives here in the form of hardy flora and fauna that have adapted to the extreme conditions. The tundra is a place of beauty, but also of great danger. Fact 36. The Falkreath Hold, known for its somber beauty, is a place where the dead are honored and remembered. The town of Falkreath is nestled among thick forests, where the trees seem to stand as silent sentinels, keeping watch over the people and the graves that dot the landscape. The air is thick with the scent of pine and fresh earth, and the quiet whispers of the past can almost be heard if you listen closely enough. The presence of so many graves adds a haunting touch to the town, where life and death seem to coexist in a delicate balance. Fact 37. The College of Winterhold stands proudly on a cliff overlooking the Sea of Ghosts, its ancient spires reaching toward the heavens. The college is a place of learning where scholars from all over Tamriel come to study the arcane arts. The atmosphere here is one of quiet contemplation and intense study, the air filled with the faint hum of magic. Despite its grandeur, there is an air of mystery surrounding the college, particularly the fate of its previous headmaster. The ruins of Winterhold, once a thriving city, now lie submerged beneath the waves, a haunting reminder of the city's tragic past. Fact 38. The Forsworn are a group of rebellious Nords who have long since turned their backs on their homeland's traditions. They live in the Reach, a wild and rugged part of Skyrim, where they follow the teachings of their ancestors and worship the ancient gods of nature. The Forsworn have a deep connection to the land, their rituals and beliefs tied to the spirits of the earth, the trees, and the animals. Their presence is both a challenge and a mystery for the Nords who live in Skyrim, as their motives remain shrouded in secrecy. Their camps are often hidden deep in the mountains, their fires flickering like ghosts in the night. Fact 39. The Morthal Swamp is one of Skyrim's most eerie and secluded areas, its murky waters and thick fog hiding secrets long forgotten. The air is thick with moisture, and the ground beneath your feet is soft and squelching. The swamp is home to a variety of creatures, including the deadly frostbite spiders and the eerie will-o'-the-wisps that glow faintly in the darkness. Despite its haunting atmosphere, Morthal is a place of quiet beauty, with the fog rolling across the swamp like a blanket, covering everything in a soft, mysterious haze. The town of Morthal itself is small, quiet, and largely ignored by outsiders, its secrets hidden in the mists. Fact 40: The Dawn Guard, an ancient order of vampire hunters, has its home in the stronghold of Fort Dawnguard, located in the heart of the Rift. The Dawn Guard are dedicated to eradicating the vampire menace that plagues Skyrim, and they have dedicated their lives to this mission. Their stronghold is a place of training and preparation, where they hone their skills and weapons to combat the growing threat of the undead. Despite the danger that surrounds them, the Dawn Guard remain unwavering in their duty, a testament to their courage and devotion to Skyrim's safety. The fort itself is a looming presence, watching over the land. Fact 41: The Snow Elves, an ancient race once known for their graceful beauty and deep connection to Skyrim's frozen lands, are now mostly a forgotten people. Many believe they perished long ago, driven to extinction by the Nords they once called allies. Yet in the deepest reaches of Skyrim's northernmost caverns, remnants of the snow elves still endure. Hidden away in the frostbite cave, their legacy lives on, though it is now twisted and forgotten. The eerie silence of their abandoned city speaks to the passing of time, a reminder of a forgotten civilization lost to history's cold grip. Fact 42: The Whiterun Stables, located just outside the bustling city of Whiterun, are where travelers and adventurers alike stop before venturing into the wild unknown of Skyrim. The smell of fresh hay and leather fills the air, mingling with the earthy scent of horses. The stables provide rest for both people and animals, offering a brief moment of warmth and quiet before the journey ahead. The sound of hooves on cobblestones is a familiar, calming rhythm for those who pass through, the stable itself standing as a comforting symbol of the road ahead and the safe refuge of home. Fact 43: The March of the Frost Trolls is a well-known phenomenon in Skyrim's icy tundras, where groups of these mighty creatures roam. With their thick, matted fur and brutal strength, frost trolls are a constant threat to anyone unlucky enough to cross their path. However, their presence in the wilds of Skyrim is a testament to the land's raw, untamed power. Despite the terror they inspire, there's an undeniable beauty in the way these trolls move through the snow, their large feet sinking deeply into the cold earth. The tundra belongs to them as much as it does to the wind. Fact 44: The Mirelurk, an ancient creature lurking in the swamps of Skyrim, is known for its grotesque appearance and its unsettling clicking sounds as it moves through the underbrush. These creatures are remnants of a bygone era, their twisted forms a chilling reminder of the land's deep, dark past. With their long, sharp claws and glowing eyes, they are often mistaken for the more common swamp dwellers, but their abilities make them a dangerous adversary. Despite their fearsome reputation, the Mirelurk's slow, deliberate movements are strangely hypnotic, as though they are connected to the rhythms of the earth itself. Fact 45: The Witches of the Reach are a mysterious and enigmatic group known for their mastery of magic and their deep connection to the wilds of Skyrim. These witches are often found in the dense forests and mountains, their ancient rituals and spells linked to the land's primal forces. The air around their camps is thick with the scent of herbs and burning incense, and the sound of soft chanting fills the space between trees. The witches of the Reach are often viewed with suspicion by the people of Skyrim, but there is a quiet respect for their power and knowledge. Fact 46. In the depths of the rift, the vile witch's cavern lies hidden beneath the thick layers of snow and rock. This mysterious cavern is home to dark secrets and forbidden magic, its twisted corridors leading to forgotten chambers where time itself seems to stand still. The walls of the cavern pulse with an unnatural energy, and the air feels thick, heavy with the scent of ancient spells. Those brave enough to enter seek knowledge, but they do so at their own peril, for the cavern holds dark, dangerous forces that can never be fully understood or controlled. Fact 47. The Redoubt of the Reach, a towering fortification in the heart of the rugged Reach, is a place of both beauty and danger. The redoubt stands tall, its stone walls rising against the backdrop of jagged cliffs and rolling hills. The land surrounding it is wild, the air sharp with the scent of pine and fresh earth. The fort's watchtowers pierce the sky, offering a panoramic view of the vast wilderness below. Despite its formidable appearance, there is a sense of calm in the redoubt, as if it were a quiet guardian watching over the untamed land it calls home. Fact 48. The Dwemer ruins scattered across Skyrim are ancient relics of a lost civilization, their crumbled walls and broken structures standing as silent monuments to a once great people. The Dwemer, known for their advanced knowledge of magic and technology, left behind a legacy that has both intrigued and puzzled the inhabitants of Skyrim. The air inside these ruins is thick with dust, and the faint hum of ancient machinery still echoes through the corridors. As one wanders through these forgotten halls, it's easy to imagine the Dwemer's brilliance, but also the mystery that surrounds their sudden disappearance. Fact 49. The Reachmen, a proud and fierce people, live in the rugged and unforgiving lands of the Reach, where they practice an ancient and wild form of magic. These people are deeply connected to the land, their rituals and beliefs woven into the fabric of Skyrim itself. The air in the Reach is filled with the scent of wildflowers and smoke, and the land seems to pulse with an energy all its own. Though their ways are often misunderstood, the Reachmen are as much a part of Skyrim as the mountains themselves, their spirits intertwined with the land's ancient soul. Fact 50. The Forgotten Vale is one of Skyrim's most hidden and mystical places, a lush valley shrouded in mist and mystery. It is said that this place was once the home of the snow elves before they disappeared into legend. The air in the Forgotten Vale is thick with the scent of wildflowers and damp earth, and the sounds of flowing water can be heard in the distance. The trees here are ancient, their trunks gnarled and twisted with age, their leaves glowing faintly in the dim light. There is a sense of reverence in the Val, as though it holds the secrets of a forgotten world. Fact 51. The Sky Forge, located in Whiterun, is one of the oldest and most revered smithing forges in all of Skyrim. It is here that the legendary companions craft their weapons, some of the finest in the land. The forge is fueled not only by fire, but by the rich history and powerful traditions of the Nordic people. The air around it is filled with the sounds of metal on metal, the rhythmic hammering that echoes through the quiet morning. The Skyforge is a place where craftsmanship meets the divine, where the past is melded with the present in every blow struck. Fact 52. The Nightingale Hall is a mysterious and ancient place, hidden deep in the heart of Skyrim's mountains. It is said that this was once the secret sanctuary of the Nightingales, a group of thieves and assassins who worshipped Nocturnal, the Daedric Prince of Darkness. The hall is a place of haunting beauty, where the darkness seems to cling to the stone walls, and the air is thick with a sense of foreboding. The flickering glow of candlelight dances across the floors, and the whispers of forgotten rituals can almost be heard in the silence, a reminder of the hall's dark history. Fact 53. The Stormcloaks, led by Ulfric Stormcloak, are a group of rebel Nords fighting to free Skyrim from the Empire's rule. They believe in the independence and sovereignty of their people, and they are willing to fight for it with everything they have. The Stormcloaks are known for their fierce determination and deep loyalty to their cause, but also for their love of the land and its traditions. The sound of their battle cries can often be heard across the fields and mountains, where they fight for freedom and honor, their footsteps resonating through the earth like thunder. Fact 54. The snowy hills of Dawnstar are a quiet, peaceful place in the northern reaches of Skyrim. The air is crisp, carrying the scent of pine and snow as it brushes against the skin. The hills stretch out in all directions, blanketed in fresh snow that glistens like diamonds in the soft light of the sun. Dawnstar, a small port town on the edge of the Sea of Ghosts, sits nestled between the hills and the sea, where the sound of the waves crashing against the shore mixes with the soft winds, creating a calming, meditative atmosphere. Fact 55. The Lost Valley in Skyrim's northern wilderness is a place that feels untouched by time. Surrounded by steep cliffs and dense forests, this secluded valley is home to many mysterious creatures, including the elusive saber cats and the occasional frostbite spider. The valley is filled with ancient ruins, remnants of an older civilization that once called the land home. The air is still and quiet, with only the occasional sound of wind or wildlife breaking the silence. Despite its remoteness, the Lost Valley holds a strange, magnetic pull for those who seek solitude and the peace of untouched nature. Fact 56. The moon sugar that's found in Elsewhere is a prized commodity in Skyrim, sought after for its unique properties and sweet taste. It is said to be harvested from the moon sugar plants that grow under the light of the moons, imbuing it with a special, magical quality. The grainy sugar is used in many of Skyrim's most famous brews, including the popular Skyrim mead, which is known for its warm, comforting taste. The scent of moon sugar, sweet and exotic, carries through the markets and taverns, offering a brief moment of respite from the harsh, cold northern climate. Fact 57. The winds of High Hrothgar blow constantly around the throat of the world, Skyrim's highest peak, where the Greybeards reside. The air is thin and crisp at such an altitude, and the wind howls across the barren landscape, carrying with it a sense of ancient power and wisdom. High Hrothgar is a place of profound spiritual significance where those seeking to learn the way of the voice come to meditate and train. The winds that swirl around this sacred mount seem to echo with the voices of the past, calling out to those who are ready to listen. Fact 58. The Silverbloods of Markarth are one of the most powerful and wealthy families in Skyrim. Their wealth is built on the mining of silver and the exploitation of the Dwemer ruins that lie beneath the city. The Silverbloods hold a tight grip on the city, controlling its politics and economy. The air in Markarth is thick with the scent of iron and coal, and the sound of hammers ringing against metal fills the streets. Despite the family's power, there is an undercurrent of tension within the city, as the people of Markarth have long resented the Silverbloods' control. Fact 59. The Darkwater Crossing is a quiet, desolate location in Skyrim where the wind always seems to carry a whisper of something unknown. This small settlement is nestled between mountains and a frozen river, its isolation offering a sense of peace and detachment from the rest of the world. The crossing is rarely visited, save by travelers who need to cross the frozen river or those who seek the solitude of its quiet, snow-covered landscape. The area feels as though time itself has forgotten it, and the silence here is heavy, filled only by the occasional bird call or the rush of distant water. Fact 60. The Soul Cairn, a mystical realm in the Shivering Isles, is a place of eternal silence and dark beauty. It is a realm of forgotten souls, their cries echoing in the dark void between life and death. The air in the Soul Cairn is heavy, thick with the weight of lost souls and unfinished business. The sky here is a swirling mass of purples and blues, and the ground is covered in patches of sickly grass and dying flowers. The Soul Cairn is a place where the line between life and death blurs, and where the souls of the departed are trapped in a state of restless purgatory. Fact 61. The frostbite spider is a creature as chilling as its name suggests, lurking in the darkest corners of Skyrim's forests and caves. These venomous spiders are known for their speed and deadly bite, which can paralyze their prey with a single strike. Despite their danger, there is an eerie grace in the way they move, silently scuttling across the forest floor or hanging suspended in their shimmering webs. The air in their territory feels thick, heavy with the scent of pine and damp earth, and their presence adds a silent, creeping tension to the otherwise still, quiet forests of Skyrim. Fact 62. The Pale Lady, a mysterious figure in the wilds of Skyrim, is said to be a ghostly entity who wanders the Pale, a region of desolation and cold. Her pale skin is said to glow under the moonlight, and her eyes, dark and haunting, seem to pierce the very soul of anyone who gazes upon her. She is often seen in the distance, standing among the snow-covered pines or moving along the frozen shores of the Sea of Ghosts. The whispers of her presence are carried on the wind, adding an air of haunting solitude to the land she haunts. Fact 63. The trolls of Skyrim are large, brutish creatures that can be found in the caves and forests of the land. Their thick, moss covered hides are impervious to most weapons, and they use their great strength to crush anything that stands in their path. Despite their frightening appearance, trolls possess an almost mournful quality, as though they are merely misunderstood creatures. The sound of their low growls and heavy footsteps can often be heard echoing through the caves, and their presence in Skyrim's wilderness is a constant reminder of the untamed wilds that lie beyond civilization's reach. Fact 64. In the northern reaches of Skyrim, the Frostbite Caves are home to some of the most dangerous creatures the land has ever known. These dark, twisting tunnels are filled with the hiss of venomous creatures and the sharp, echoing sounds of claws scraping against the stone. The air is thick with the stench of death and decay, and the icy walls of the cave seem to close in, making every step forward feel like an eternity. The caves are both a place of danger and mystery, hiding both treasures and horrors that only the bravest adventurers dare to uncover. Fact 65. The Elder Scrolls themselves are some of the most powerful and mysterious artifacts in Skyrim. These ancient scrolls, filled with knowledge of the past, present, and future, are sought after by scholars and mages alike. The air around them is thick with magic, and the very presence of an Elder Scroll can warp the fabric of reality itself. It is said that whoever reads these scrolls can alter the course of time, but at a great cost. The Elder Scrolls are a symbol of the deep, unfathomable mysteries that lie hidden within Skyrim and the world beyond. Fact 66. The Hagraven is a terrifying and ancient creature, half witch, half bird, whose presence in Skyrim strikes fear into the hearts of all who encounter them. These twisted beings live in the wilderness, hiding in caves or secluded huts where they practice dark, forbidden magic. Their hideous appearance, with wings like those of a crow and a body twisted by age and dark power, is enough to send chills down anyone's spine. Despite their grotesque appearance, Hagravens possess incredible magical abilities, and their chants and incantations can be heard echoing through the forests on the wind. Fact 67. The Sovngarde is Skyrim's version of the afterlife, a place of eternal glory and honor for those who have died bravely in battle. Here, in this sacred realm, the bravest warriors are granted a life of endless feasting and merriment, their spirits forever celebrated by their fellow heroes. The sky in Sovngarde is a brilliant shade of blue, and the air is filled with the sounds of laughter, music, and the clash of swords. Sovngarde is a place of peace and glory, where those who have given their lives for Skyrim's freedom find eternal rest in the company of legends. Fact 68. The Kynesgrove is a quiet village located near the base of the towering Sovngarde Peak, known for its rich history and strong connection to the ancient Kinnereth, the goddess of the wind. The village is a place of worship and reverence, where the people gather to honor the winds that sustain Skyrim's lands. The air here is always crisp, filled with the scent of fresh pine and mountain air. The winds blow constantly, as if carrying with them the whispers of the past, offering a sense of peace and tranquility to those who call Kynesgrove their home. Fact 69. The Dawn Guard are a group of elite warriors dedicated to eradicating the vampire threat in Skyrim. Led by Isran, the Dawn Guard are skilled in the use of powerful weapons and magic designed to combat the undead. Their stronghold, Fort Dawnguard, stands as a beacon of hope for Skyrim's people, offering protection and sanctuary from the ever-growing vampire menace. The air around Fort Dawnguard is always filled with the scent of iron and sweat, as the warriors train tirelessly for the day when they will face the vampires in the final battle for the future of Skyrim. Fact 70. The Windward Ruins, located deep in the heart of the Falkreath Hold, are some of Skyrim's oldest and most mysterious remnants. These ancient stone structures, once part of a great civilization, now lie in ruins, their walls crumbled and covered in moss. The ruins are surrounded by dense forests, where the trees seem to whisper in the wind, sharing secrets of the past. There is a quiet beauty to the Windward Ruins, as though the land itself is remembering the once great people who built them, their spirits forever entwined with the stones that still stand, forgotten by most but never lost. Fact 71. The Giant's Grove in Skyrim's Pale is a place where the majestic giants roam freely across the land. These colossal creatures, known for their immense strength and size, walk among the trees, their footsteps shaking the ground beneath them. The grove itself is peaceful, a serene place where the giants and nature coexist in harmony. The soft rustling of the trees and the distant sound of birdsong fill the air, while the giants, though imposing in appearance, move slowly and deliberately through the grove, their presence both awe-inspiring and calming in its stillness. Fact 72. The Winking Skeever in Riften is a popular tavern, known for its warm hearth and bustling atmosphere. The scent of freshly baked bread and roasting meats wafts from its open doors, inviting all who pass by to step inside and relax. The tavern's walls are lined with wooden beams, their rich tones creating a cozy, welcoming ambiance. The laughter of the patrons fills the room, mixing with the sound of mugs clinking together in camaraderie. Here, stories are shared and new friendships are formed, while outside, the cold wind of Skyrim blows across the streets. Fact 73. In the heart of the Reach, the Forsworn make their homes in hidden mountain caves, far from the reach of Skyrim's law. These exiled Nords, driven by ancient beliefs and a deep connection to the land, live in isolation, guarding their traditions fiercely. Their campfires flicker in the night, casting long shadows on the walls of the stone caves. The air is thick with the scent of burning wood and wild herbs, as the Forsworn carry out their rituals in secret, their songs raising into the night like a whisper from the past, echoing through the mountain passes. Fact 74. The Blackbriar family of Riften is one of Skyrim's wealthiest and most influential families, known for their involvement in the city's politics and business dealings. The Blackbriars have a reputation for being ruthless in their pursuit of power. The scent of rich perfumes and expensive wine fills the air as you step into their mansion, a grand structure that overlooks the town. The Blackbriar's influence stretches far beyond Riften, their fingers in many of the city's most important trades. Despite their wealth and status, however, there is an undercurrent of corruption and intrigue that runs deep within the family. Fact 75. The Dragonborn is a rare and legendary figure in Skyrim, someone who is born with the ability to absorb the souls of dragons. The power of the Dragonborn is both a gift and a curse, as it comes with the responsibility of facing the ancient, powerful dragons that threaten the land. The voice of the Dragonborn, known as the Shout, can summon the winds and shake the earth, a powerful weapon against the forces of darkness. The Dragonborn's journey is one of self-discovery, as they must learn to harness their power and embrace their destiny. Fact 76. The lost city of Nchuanzel is a forgotten Dwemer ruin buried deep beneath the earth. Once a thriving city of the Dwemer, Nchuanzel now lies in ruins, its halls filled with the sound of wind whistling through cracked walls and the faint hum of ancient machinery. The air in the city is thick with the scent of rust and decay, and the faint glow of Dwemer lights flicker in the darkened corridors. Despite its desolation, Nchuanzel holds the secrets of a long-lost civilization, and the faintest echoes of its past can still be heard in the silence. Fact 77. The Shivering Isles, located far to the south of Skyrim, are a land of chaos and madness. Ruled by the unpredictable Sheogorath, the Daedric Prince of Madness, the Isles are a place where reality itself seems to shift and twist. The sky here is constantly changing, shifting from brilliant hues of purple and green to deep, dark reds. The air is thick with the scent of spices and flowers, but also with an underlying sense of danger. In the Shivering Isles, nothing is ever as it seems, and the very land itself seems to mock the laws of nature. Fact 78. The moon sugar found in Elsewhere is a rare and highly prized substance, harvested from the moon sugar plants that grow under the light of the two moons. This sweet, grainy sugar is used in a variety of Skyrim's brews, including the famous Skyrim mead. The air is often thick with the heady scent of sugar and spice, mixing with the warmth of the brewing vats. Moon sugar is not only prized for its sweetness, but also for its subtle magical properties, which have been said to enhance the effects of potions and spells when used correctly. Fact 79. The Rift, a land of beauty and danger, is one of Skyrim's most diverse regions, characterized by its rolling hills, dense forests, and rocky cliffs. The air in the Rift is often filled with the sweet scent of wildflowers, carried by the soft breeze that rustles the leaves of the trees. Yet, beneath its peaceful exterior lies a land filled with tension as the Stormcloaks and the Empire clash for control of the region. The Rift is a place of both serenity and conflict, where nature's beauty stands in stark contrast to the violence that brews within its borders. Fact 80. The Gildergreen in Whiterun is a sacred tree, a symbol of life and growth in the heart of Skyrim. The tree's branches stretch high into the sky, its leaves glowing faintly in the sun, casting a soft light across the town. The Gildergreen is a place of worship for the people of Whiterun, a living monument to the divine power of Kinnereth. The air around the tree is filled with the scent of fresh grass and flowers, and the soft rustling of the leaves creates a calming atmosphere, inviting all who visit to pause, reflect, and find peace. Fact 81. The frostbite spider is a predator that thrives in the cold, harsh climates of Skyrim. These large, venomous creatures have adapted perfectly to the icy landscape, with their pale, almost translucent bodies blending seamlessly into the snowy terrain. They spin their webs in dark caves or between the trees of dense forests, waiting patiently for their prey. Their venom is deadly, capable of paralyzing even the most skilled adventurer. Despite their fearsome reputation, there is something eerily graceful about the way they move, their legs skittering across the ice with an almost hypnotic fluidity. Fact 82. The Silverbloods, one of the wealthiest and most influential families in Skyrim, call Markarth their home. The Silverbloods have long held power over the city, their wealth stemming from the rich veins of silver that run deep beneath the region. The family's stronghold, a grand mansion overlooking the city, is a symbol of their dominance, with its towering walls and intricate designs. The air around Markarth is heavy with the scent of metal and stone, and the city's history is as rich and complex as the Silverbloods themselves. Beneath the family's gilded surface, however, lies a web of corruption and intrigue. Fact 83. The Elder Gleam Tree, located in the Elder Gleam Sanctuary, is one of the oldest and most sacred trees in Skyrim. Its branches stretch high above, and its leaves glow faintly with an otherworldly light. The air around the tree is thick with the scent of moss and ancient wood, and there is a sense of calm that permeates the sanctuary. The Elder Gleam is said to have healing properties, and its sap is prized for its ability to mend even the most severe wounds. The tree is a symbol of life's enduring power, a quiet reminder of the balance between nature and time. Fact 84. The Dark Brotherhood, a secretive and feared group of assassins, operates in the shadows of Skyrim. Their headquarters, the Sanctuary, is hidden deep in the forests, protected by both magic and secrecy. The air around the sanctuary is thick with the scent of incense, and the flickering light of candles casts long shadows on the walls. Despite their deadly work, there is an eerie calm within the sanctuary, where the sound of whispered conversations and quiet footfalls fills the otherwise still night. The Dark Brotherhood's code is a secret known only to its members, a silent bond forged in blood. Fact 85. The giants of Skyrim are majestic, towering creatures who roam the mountains and plains, often in the company of mammoths. Their presence is both awe-inspiring and humbling, as their massive size makes them seem almost like gods among mortals. The air around the giants is filled with the smell of earth and the faint echo of their thunderous footsteps as they move across the land. Despite their formidable appearance, giants are mostly peaceful, content to live in harmony with the natural world. Their eyes, wise and ancient, reflect the deep connection they share with the land they protect. Fact 86. The nighthawk is a rare and elusive bird, often seen in the shadowed corners of Skyrim's forests and mountain peaks. Its feathers, dark as the night itself, allow it to blend seamlessly into its surroundings. The nighthawk is known for its silent flight, moving through the air with an eerie grace. It is said that the nighthawk's presence signifies the coming of change as it follows the winds of fate with unwavering determination. The sound of its wings beating against the night air is a soft, haunting melody that resonates through the quiet stillness of Skyrim's wilderness. Fact 87. The shrouded moon is a mysterious celestial event that occurs only once every few years in Skyrim. During this event, the moon appears to be partially obscured by shadow, casting an eerie, dim light across the land. The air becomes still, and the night seems to stretch on forever. The shrouded moon has long been a source of superstition and mystery, with many believing it to be a sign of great change or a forewarning of dark times to come. In the stillness of the night, the moon's shadow seems to hold secrets, its light barely enough to guide the way. Fact 88. The volcanic isles off the coast of Skyrim are a place of both beauty and danger. These islands, surrounded by dark, churning waters, are home to active volcanoes that spew ash and fire into the sky. The air around the islands is thick with the scent of sulfur, and the ground is warm beneath your feet, vibrating with the power of the earth. Despite the constant threat of eruption, the islands are rich in unique flora and fauna, adapted to the harsh environment. The beauty of the islands lies in the stark contrast between life and death, nature's resilience in the face of destruction. Fact 89. The whispering mines of Falkreath are a place of mystery and danger. These deep, dark mines are filled with secrets, some of which have been long forgotten by the people of Skyrim. The air in the mines is thick with the scent of damp earth and metal, and the sound of pickaxes striking stone echoes through the tunnels. The miners who work here speak of strange whispers that drift through the dark, voices that seem to come from the very walls themselves. Some believe the mines are haunted, others claim they are cursed, but no one knows for sure what lies in the shadows below. Fact 90. The throat of the world, the highest peak in Skyrim, is a place of immense spiritual significance. The air here is thin and cold, and the wind howls across the barren landscape, carrying with it the whispers of ancient voices. At the summit, the graybeards meditate in silence, their presence as timeless as the mountain itself. The throat of the world is a sacred place, where the power of the voice can be heard in the wind, a place where the very air hums with ancient energy. To stand at its peak is to feel the weight of Skyrim's history. Fact 91. The Dragonborn, a figure of legend, is a hero chosen by the gods themselves to save Skyrim from the return of the dragons. The Dragonborn is not merely a warrior, but a conduit for the voice, the Thuum, an ancient power that can shape the world itself. The voice, carried by the breath, allows the Dragonborn to call upon the elements, commanding fire, ice, and storms. With each battle and each shout, the Dragonborn grows stronger, their power resonating with the mountains, the skies, and the very heart of Skyrim, forever tied to the land's fate. Fact 92. The Morthal Swamp is one of Skyrim's most remote and eerie regions. Its fog-filled landscape stretches across the horizon, and the air is thick with dampness and the scent of decaying leaves. The swamp is home to many creatures, including the elusive frostbite spider and the eerie will-o'-the-wisps that float over the murky waters. The village of Morthal, situated on the edge of the swamp, is small and quiet, with the sound of the wind rustling through the trees being the only constant. In this stillness, the past lingers, and the air is heavy with whispered secrets. Fact 93. The Solitude region, with its towering cliffs and magnificent views of the Sea of Ghosts, is the heart of Skyrim's cultural and political life. The City of Solitude, perched on the edge of a great precipice, exudes an air of grandeur and power. Its stone streets are lined with majestic buildings, and the scent of salt water fills the air. Yet, despite its beauty, Solitude is a place of conflict, where the imperial influence clashes with the growing Stormcloak rebellion. In the cold, biting wind that sweeps across its ramparts, the city stands firm, a symbol of strength amidst turmoil. Fact 94. The Lost Valley Redoubt, an ancient stronghold hidden deep in the Reach, is a forgotten place where the Forsworn once gathered. Now, abandoned and overgrown, the redoubt stands as a reminder of Skyrim's turbulent past. The wind howls through the broken walls, carrying the scent of pine and earth. The stone structures are covered in moss, and the echoes of past battles can still be heard in the rustling of the trees. Though it lies in ruin, the redoubt still holds the power of the Forsworn's dark magic, lingering like a shadow over the valley. Fact 95. The wolves of Skyrim are powerful creatures that roam the forests and tundras, hunting in packs and howling at the full moon. These wolves are as much a part of Skyrim's landscape as the mountains and rivers, their presence woven into the fabric of the wilds. The sound of their howls carries across the snow-covered plains, filling the air with a primal rhythm. Despite their fierce nature, wolves are symbols of loyalty and family, moving as one with a shared purpose. Their sleek gray forms blend into the landscape, a reminder of the untamed beauty that lies beyond civilization. Fact 96. Whiterun, a bustling city in the heart of Skyrim, is a place of opportunity and danger in equal measure. The scent of fresh bread and roasting meats wafts from the marketplace, mixing with the crisp mountain air. The city itself is surrounded by lush green plains, and its towering walls stand as a testament to the strength of the Nords who call it home. Yet, beneath its warm, inviting exterior lies the tension of a land on the brink of civil war, as the people of Whiterun are caught between the forces of the Empire and the growing Stormcloak rebellion. Fact 97. The Greybeards, who reside on the summit of the throat of the world, are the keepers of the ancient knowledge of the voice. These monks live in solitude, devoting their lives to the study of the Thu'um, the mystical power that allows one to channel the elements with their voice. The air at the peak is thin and cold, and the winds howl around the monastery like a living thing. The Greybeards, though quiet and reclusive, are powerful in their wisdom. Their deep understanding of the voice gives them a unique connection to Skyrim's ancient, untamable spirit. Fact 98. The winds of the north are a constant presence in Skyrim, a sweeping force that carries the chill of the mountains and the whisper of forgotten stories. The wind is a companion to those who traverse the wilderness, its cold breath brushing against the skin and filling the air with the scent of pine and snow. The winds of the north are not just a physical force, but a spiritual one, carrying with them the voices of the past and the promises of the future. They shape the land, bending trees and molding mountains, leaving a mark on everything they touch. Fact 99. The Falkreath Hold, nestled in the southern part of Skyrim, is a place of quiet beauty and solemnity. The land is covered in thick forests, where the scent of pine is ever present and the ground is soft beneath the feet. The region is known for its graveyards, where the fallen are laid to rest amidst the towering trees. Falkreath is a place of peace, where the living pay their respects to the dead. The quiet of the land is broken only by the rustling of leaves and the distant howl of a wolf echoing across the hills. Fact 100. The Soul Cairn, a dark and ethereal realm, exists in the shadow of the mortal world. It is a place where the souls of the departed are trapped, unable to move on to the afterlife. The air in the Soul Cairn is thick with sorrow, and the land is covered in a strange glowing mist that casts an eerie light on the landscape. The souls here wander aimlessly, their whispers filling the air with regret and longing. The Soul Cairn is a place of stillness and despair, a realm where time seems to have lost its meaning, and all who enter are forever bound. Fact 101. The Twilight Sepulchre is a hauntingly beautiful and mysterious location hidden deep within Skyrim. Once a temple devoted to Nocturnal, the Daedric Prince of Darkness, the sepulchre lies in the heart of a dense forest, shrouded in shadow and mystery. The air here is thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying wood, as the ancient structure stands in solemn silence. The walls are etched with intricate symbols, worn down by the passing centuries. The Twilight Sepulchre is a place where time seems to stand still, where the echoes of the past reverberate through the darkened halls. Fact 102. The trolls that roam Skyrim's forests and mountains are known for their immense strength and ferocity. These towering creatures are covered in thick fur and have sharp claws that can tear through armor with ease. Despite their brutish appearance, there is a certain beauty in the way they move through the wilds, their large feet sinking into the snow as they lumber along the landscape. The sound of their growls fills the air, and their eyes, wild and untamed, are a constant reminder of the raw power of nature in Skyrim's harshest reaches. Fact 103. Yalmarch, the swampy region near Morthal, is known for its fog-covered marshes and eerie atmosphere. The air is heavy with the scent of stagnant water and the distant croak of frogs. The land here is home to many dangerous creatures, including the terrifying frostbite spiders and the elusive will-o'-the-wisps that lead travelers astray. The marshland is often silent, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or the creaking of ancient trees swaying in the wind. Yalmarch holds a haunting beauty, a reminder that life and death coexist in the shadows of Skyrim's wilderness. Fact 104. The mammoths that roam Skyrim's northern plains are ancient, majestic creatures, often seen alongside the giants. With their long, curved tusks and massive bodies, these creatures are symbols of the wild, untamed nature of Skyrim. The air around them is filled with the scent of grass and earth as they trample across the plains, their footsteps leaving deep impressions in the soft soil. The mammoths move in herds, grazing peacefully on the tall grasses that cover the land. Their calm, slow movements are in stark contrast to the fierce giants they share the land with, adding a sense of harmony to Skyrim's wilderness. Fact 105: The Forgotten Vale, a hidden and mystical location, is a secluded valley tucked away in the farthest reaches of Skyrim. Surrounded by towering cliffs, the Vale is a place of ethereal beauty, its landscape bathed in a soft, otherworldly light. The air is thick with the scent of pine and the distant hum of magic, as the glowing flowers of the Vale light up the forest floor. The Forgotten Vale is a place where time seems to slow, where the past and present merge, and where those who seek peace can find solace in its tranquil beauty. Fact 106: The Silver Bloods of Markarth are a wealthy and influential family, known for their power and control over the city's wealth. Their riches stem from the veins of silver that run deep beneath the earth, and their influence is felt throughout the region. The air around their estate is thick with the scent of metal and stone, and the grandeur of their mansion looms over the city. The Silverbloods are a symbol of power in Skyrim, their wealth and influence shaping the fate of Markarth. Yet, beneath the surface, their family is entangled in dark secrets and hidden motives. Fact 107: The Windpeak Inn in Dawnstar is a cozy refuge from the cold, its warm hearth and comforting atmosphere a welcome sight for weary travelers. The air inside is filled with the scent of roasting meats and freshly baked bread, and the crackling of the fire adds a sense of peace to the bustling tavern. The inn is a place where people gather to share stories, find warmth, and enjoy the hospitality of the Nords. Despite the harsh conditions outside, the Windpeak Inn remains a symbol of comfort and community, offering solace to those who pass through its doors. Fact 108: The Soul Cairn, a dark and haunting realm, is home to the souls of the departed, trapped in a world between life and death. The air here is thick with sorrow, and the land is covered in a strange glowing mist that seems to pulse with an eerie light. The souls that reside in the Soul Cairn are restless, their whispers filling the air as they wait for their chance to move on. Despite its bleak atmosphere, the Soul Cairn is a place of quiet beauty where the souls of the lost linger in a state of suspended animation, unable to find peace. Fact 109: The Frostflow Lighthouse stands on the icy shores of Skyrim's northern coast, a lonely beacon in a land of harsh winds and stormy seas. The lighthouse is a place of solitude and silence, where the howling winds and crashing waves are the only sounds that break the stillness. Its light once guided sailors safely to shore, but now it stands abandoned, its light flickering dimly in the night. The scent of salt water and cold sea air fills the air, and the lighthouse's presence serves as a quiet reminder of the dangers that lurk in the depths of Skyrim's waters. Fact 110. The gray cowl of Nocturnal, an ancient and powerful artifact, is said to grant its wearer the power of invisibility. The cowl is a symbol of the thief's art, a gift from Nocturnal, the Daedric Prince of Darkness. The air around the cowl is thick with the scent of shadow and secrecy, as it shrouds its wearer in an impenetrable veil of darkness. The gray cowl is a coveted prize, sought after by thieves and assassins alike for its ability to make its wearer one with the shadows, unseen and unheard as they move through the world. Fact 111. The Sovngarde, Skyrim's ancient afterlife, is a realm of eternal glory, reserved for the bravest of warriors who have fallen in battle. In Sovngarde, the sun never sets, and the sounds of feasting, laughter, and music fill the air. It is a place where honor and valor are eternally celebrated, and the greatest warriors of Skyrim are welcomed into the halls of the gods. The sky in Sovngarde is always a brilliant shade of blue, and the land is bathed in a golden light. Here in this realm of eternal peace, the spirits of the fallen live on in glory. Fact 112. The Forgotten Vale is a mystical, hidden realm in Skyrim, where the air is thick with the scent of pine and the faint glow of magical energy. This tranquil valley, once home to the snow elves, is filled with ancient ruins and glowing flora. The land is shrouded in a soft, ethereal light that creates a peaceful and almost dreamlike atmosphere. The Forgotten Vale is a place of both sorrow and beauty, where the past and present converge, and the whispers of those who lived here long ago can still be felt in the wind that rustles the leaves. Fact 113. The Thalmor, a powerful faction within the Aldmeri Dominion, are known for their strict control over the provinces of Tamriel. In Skyrim, their influence is both feared and resented, as they work to manipulate the political landscape to suit their own agenda. The air around the Thalmor embassy is thick with tension, as the sounds of marching boots and the clinking of armor echo through the streets. The Thalmor are seen by many as cold and calculating, their presence a reminder of the ongoing struggle for power in Skyrim and the world beyond. Fact 114. The Silverbloods, rulers of Markarth, control much of Skyrim's wealth, particularly from the silver mines found beneath the city. Their mansion, perched high above the city, is a symbol of their power, its stone walls adorned with gold and intricate carvings. The air around the Silverblood estate is filled with the scent of riches and influence, a constant reminder of the family's dominance in Markarth. However, their control comes at a price, as the citizens of Markarth often speak in whispers, wary of the family's manipulation of both politics and the local economy. Fact 115. The Windhelm city gates stand tall against the harsh winds of Skyrim's northernmost reaches. The air here is cold, carrying with it the scent of snow and the distant call of wolves in the wilderness. Windhelm itself is a city steeped in history, its streets lined with statues and monuments dedicated to the ancient kings of Skyrim. Yet beneath its majestic exterior lies a city divided, torn between the forces of the Stormcloaks and those loyal to the Empire. The air in Windhelm is thick with both tension and pride as its people struggle to define their place in Skyrim's uncertain future. Fact 116. The Shimmering Isles are a realm of whimsy and madness, ruled by Sheogorath, the Daedric Prince of Madness. This strange land is filled with twisted, surreal landscapes where the laws of reality seem to bend and twist. The air here is always heavy with the scent of sweet, heady perfumes mixed with the sharp, electric tang of chaos. Time flows differently in the Shimmering Isles, where day and night intermingle, and nothing is ever quite as it seems. The Isles are a place of strange beauty, a reflection of Sheogorath's unpredictable and erratic nature. Fact 117. The Black Reach, an underground cavern of breathtaking beauty, lies beneath Skyrim, hidden from the eyes of most. The air in Blackreach is thick with the scent of damp stone and ancient magic, as the glowing mushrooms and bioluminescent plants cast an eerie light across the cavern's expanse. The echoes of footsteps reverberate off the walls, and the hum of long forgotten Dwemer machinery fills the silence. Despite its haunting beauty, Blackreach is also a place of danger, home to strange creatures and mysterious forces that remain locked in the depths of Skyrim's forgotten history. Fact 118. The Whiterun Plains are a peaceful and picturesque region in the heart of Skyrim. The gentle rolling hills are covered with tall grasses that sway in the breeze, and the scent of wildflowers fills the air. The plains are home to various wildlife, including deer and rabbits, who can often be seen grazing on the soft, fertile land. As the sun sets, the light bathes the plains in a golden glow, creating a serene and calming atmosphere. The peaceful nature of the Whiterun Plains offers a brief respite from the chaos and conflict that often define Skyrim. Fact 119. The wolves that roam Skyrim's wilderness are a vital part of the land's ecosystem. Their howls can be heard echoing through the forests and mountains, and their presence is both a reminder of the wild beauty of the land and a warning of the dangers that lurk within. The air is often filled with the scent of wet fur and the distant, haunting calls of the pack. Wolves are both feared and revered by the people of Skyrim, representing the untamed spirit of the land, where survival is a constant struggle and strength is found in unity. Fact 120. The Soul Cairn is a place of sorrow and stillness, where the souls of the departed linger in a state of purgatory. The air here is thick with the scent of decay and the faint hum of lingering magic. The realm is a twisted reflection of the mortal world, with floating islands and glowing ethereal structures that seem to defy the laws of nature. The souls that reside here are trapped, unable to move on to the afterlife, their whispers filling the air with regret and longing. The Soul Cairn is a haunting reminder of the fate that awaits all who pass into the afterlife. Fact 121. The Throat of the World is a place of great spiritual significance and natural beauty, standing as the tallest peak in all of Skyrim. The wind constantly howls around the mountain, carrying with it the scent of snow and pine, as if the mountain itself is alive. It is here, at the summit, where the ancient graybeards reside, practicing their mastery of the voice. The air is thin and crisp, and standing at the peak, one cannot help but feel the weight of the world beneath their feet. The throat of the world is a sacred place where the past and present meet. Fact 100 to 22. The Winking Skeever in Riften is more than just a tavern. It's a place of refuge for travelers passing through the city. The warm light of the hearth illuminates the faces of its patrons, and the smell of roasting meats fills the air, mingling with the sounds of clinking mugs and low conversations. Despite the dark undercurrents of corruption that run through Riften, the Winking Skeever offers a sense of peace and camaraderie, where stories are shared and friendships are made. Its welcoming atmosphere is a stark contrast to the turmoil that often grips the streets of the city. Fact 100 to 23. The frostbite spider, a venomous creature native to Skyrim, can be found in many of the land's caves and forests. These arachnids spin large webs that glisten in the cold, trapping their prey with ease. Despite their frightening appearance and deadly venom, there is a certain eerie beauty in their movements as they scuttle silently across the ground or hang from their webs, waiting for their next meal. The air around them is heavy with the scent of damp earth and rotting wood, and their presence in Skyrim's wilderness serves as a reminder of the land's untamed nature. Fact 124. Whiterun, nestled in the heart of Skyrim, is a bustling city known for its trade and strategic importance. The streets are filled with the sense of fresh-baked bread and roasted meats, and the sound of market vendors calling out their wares fills the air. The city itself is surrounded by vast plains where wild animals roam freely, adding to the sense of peace and openness. Despite its beauty and charm, Whiterun is also a city caught in the midst of political turmoil, with the Stormcloaks fighting for control and the Imperial Legion striving to maintain order. Fact 125. The Forsworn, a tribe of exiled Nords, live deep in the heart of the Reach, far from the prying eyes of Skyrim's civilization. These fierce warriors are bound by ancient traditions and a deep reverence for the land. Their camps, hidden within the dense forests and towering mountains, are filled with the scent of burning herbs and wildflowers. The Forsworn are often seen as enemies by the Nords, but they see themselves as protectors of the old ways, fighting to preserve their culture and homeland from the encroachment of outsiders. Their presence is both feared and respected by many. Fact 126. The Gildergreen, a sacred tree in Whiterun, stands as a symbol of life and renewal in Skyrim. Its branches reach high into the sky, its leaves shimmering in the sunlight as they dance with the wind. The Gildergreen is said to possess magical properties, its sap able to heal wounds and restore strength. The air around the tree is filled with the scent of fresh grass and earth, and its presence brings a sense of peace and tranquility to the people of Whiterun. The Gildergreen is more than just a tree. It is a living testament to the resilience of life. Fact 127. The Horker, a large, blubbery creature found on the shores of Skyrim, is both a source of food and a symbol of the land's wild, untamed nature. These creatures are often seen lounging on the icy beaches or waddling along the shore, their large tusks gleaming in the sunlight. The scent of salt water and fish fills the air as horkers hunt for food in the frigid waters. Despite their slow, lumbering movements, they are strong and resilient, able to survive in some of the harshest environments Skyrim has to offer. The horker is a creature of the sea, bound to its icy home. Fact 128. The Blackbriar family of Riften is one of the most powerful and influential families in Skyrim, controlling much of the city's wealth and politics. Their mansion, located at the edge of the city, overlooks the bustling marketplace and the winding canals that flow through Riften. The scent of perfume and luxury fills the air around the mansion, a sharp contrast to the poverty and corruption that plague the streets of Riften. The Blackbriars are a symbol of power and influence in Skyrim, but their control over the city comes with dark secrets and whispered rumors of betrayal and deceit. Fact 129. The Skeever is a small, rat like creature that scurries through the streets of Skyrim's cities and towns. While often seen as a nuisance, the Skeever is an important part of Skyrim's ecosystem, feeding on garbage and small pests. The air around Skeever infested areas is filled with the smell of decay and waste. But despite their unappealing nature, skeevers play a vital role in keeping the land clean. They are often seen running across the floors of taverns or scurrying along the roads, their tiny feet making a soft, skittering sound as they move quickly through the underbrush. Fact 130. The Dawn Guard are an ancient order of vampire hunters dedicated to eradicating the vampire menace that plagues Skyrim. Their stronghold, Fort Dawnguard, lies deep within the rift, hidden from the eyes of the common folk. The air around the fort is thick with the scent of iron and sweat. As the Dawnguard warriors train tirelessly for the day, they will face the vampires in battle. The Dawn Guard are fiercely dedicated to their cause, willing to sacrifice everything to protect Skyrim from the growing threat of the undead. Their strength and resolve are unmatched, their purpose clear, to rid Skyrim of the vampire scourge. Fact 131. The Thieves' Guild, hidden in the heart of Riften, is a secretive organization shrouded in mystery and shadow. Known for their cunning and skill, the guild has its hands in many of Skyrim's most profitable ventures, from smuggling to robbery. The guild's headquarters, known as the Ragged Flagon, is a dimly lit tavern where the scent of cheap wine and stale smoke fills the air. The sound of soft murmurs and hushed voices echoes off the stone walls as thieves from all walks of life come together to discuss their next heist. The guild's presence is felt throughout the land, often just beneath the surface of Skyrim's political landscape. Fact 132. The Whiterun stables are a hub of activity for travelers and merchants heading toward the bustling city. The smell of hay, leather, and fresh horses is ever present in the air, and the steady sound of hooves on cobblestones creates a rhythmic backdrop. These stables provide shelter not just for horses, but for weary travelers seeking rest before their journey. The surrounding fields are dotted with grazing animals, and the scent of fresh grass fills the air. Despite the calm that surrounds the stables, it is also a place where adventurers are often gathered, their paths destined to cross on the roads that lead from Whiterun. Fact 133. The Falkreath Hold is one of Skyrim's most tranquil and serene locations, known for its dense forests and peaceful atmosphere. The air is fresh with the scent of pine and earth, and the soft rustling of leaves in the breeze creates a calming soundtrack to the landscape. Falkreath is home to a quiet village where life moves at a slower pace and the people are accustomed to the quiet solitude of the surrounding forest. The presence of numerous graves in the area gives the place an air of reverence and respect for the departed, reminding visitors of the fragility of life. Fact 134. The frostbite spider is one of Skyrim's most feared creatures, with its venomous bite capable of paralyzing its prey. These large, terrifying arachnids can be found lurking in caves, forests, and dark, damp places across the land. The air is thick with the scent of decay and earth as they weave their intricate webs, waiting patiently for unsuspecting victims to wander too close. Despite their frightening appearance, these spiders play an important role in the ecosystem of Skyrim, controlling populations of smaller creatures and maintaining the balance of nature. Their presence, while ominous, is essential to the land's wild beauty. Fact 135. The Soul Cairn, a haunting and desolate realm, is a place where the souls of the departed are trapped, unable to find peace. The air in this eerie land is thick with a sense of sorrow, and the sky is always overcast, casting the landscape in an unnatural light. The ground is covered in dark, rocky terrain, and the distant cries of the trapped souls echo through the air. Despite its grim atmosphere, the Soul Cairn holds a strange beauty, as its otherworldly glow casts an ethereal light across the barren landscape. It is a place of mystery and melancholy, where the dead linger in a timeless limbo. Fact 136. The mammoth is one of Skyrim's most ancient and awe-inspiring creatures, roaming the tundra in herds alongside the giant nomads. These massive beasts, with their long, spiraled tusks and thick, shaggy coats, are a sight to behold as they lumber across the plains. The air around them is filled with the scent of earth and grass, and the ground shakes beneath their mighty steps. Though peaceful in nature, the mammoth represents the strength and resilience of Skyrim's wilds, and their presence on the plains is a reminder of the land's untamed beauty and its long, unbroken connection to the creatures that roam it. Fact 137. The Silver Bloods of Markarth are one of Skyrim's most powerful and wealthy families, their fortunes built on the rich veins of silver that run beneath the city. Their mansion, a grand structure overlooking the city, is a symbol of their dominance, its stone walls adorned with gold and intricate carvings. The scent of luxury fills the air around the Silver Blood estate, but beneath the wealth lies a darker side. The family's power has come at a great cost, and their influence over Markarth is both feared and resented by many. Their story is one of ambition, corruption, and the price of power. Fact 138. The moon sugar, a rare and exotic substance from the land of elsewhere, is highly prized throughout Skyrim for its sweetness and magical properties. It is harvested from the moon sugar plants that grow under the light of the two moons, imbuing it with a unique energy. The air around moon sugar is often thick with the scent of spices and flowers, a reminder of the distant land it comes from. Moon sugar is a sought after ingredient in many of Skyrim's most popular brews and potions, adding both sweetness and a touch of magic to whatever it's used in. Fact 139. The Rift, a region known for its lush forests and vibrant wildlife, is also home to the city of Riften. The air in Riften is filled with the scent of flowers, freshly baked bread, and the faint trace of the nearby lake. Despite its beauty, Riften is also a city of secrets, its underbelly teeming with thieves, smugglers, and those who seek to avoid the law. The city's canals wind through its heart, their waters reflecting the light of lanterns and the soft glow of the moon. Riften is a place of contradictions, where beauty and corruption exist side by side. Fact 140. The volcanic tundra of the Rift is a stark and harsh region, where the earth itself seems to boil beneath the surface. The air is thick with the scent of sulfur and ash, and the ground is covered in blackened rocks and steaming geysers. Despite its extreme conditions, the tundra is home to many hardy creatures, including frostbite spiders and trolls who have adapted to the harsh environment. The volcanic activity in the region is a constant reminder of the raw power of nature, and the land's volatile beauty is as awe-inspiring as it is dangerous. Fact 141. The Dawn Guard is an order of vampire hunters that serves as Skyrim's first line of defense against the vampire menace that threatens the land. Their stronghold, Fort Dawnguard, is located deep in the Rift, nestled in a quiet valley surrounded by dense forests. The air around Fort Dawnguard is thick with the scent of iron and the faint smell of smoke from the fires that burn throughout the keep. These warriors, clad in heavy armor and armed with enchanted weapons, are dedicated to eradicating the vampire scourge and protecting Skyrim from the creatures of the night. Fact 142. The Silverbloods, a powerful family with deep ties to the silver mines beneath Markarth, are a symbol of both wealth and corruption in Skyrim. The Silverblood estate, towering above the city, is a testament to their immense fortune, its stone walls adorned with gold and intricate carvings. Despite their riches, the family is deeply embroiled in the city's dark politics, using their wealth to control much of Markarth's economy and power structure. The air around their mansion carries a scent of opulence, but beneath it lies the sharp tang of betrayal and a history of bloodshed woven into the Silver Blood legacy. Fact 143. The Gildergreen, a sacred tree standing in Whiterun, symbolizes the balance of life and the divine connection between the people of Skyrim and the earth. Its towering branches stretch into the sky, their leaves shimmering in the sunlight as if touched by magic. The tree's presence in Whiterun brings a sense of calm, its beauty and serenity offering a brief respite from the chaos of the world. The air around the Gildergreen is always fresh, filled with the scent of grass and flowers, offering a moment of peace to anyone who stands beneath its sheltering boughs. Fact 144. The Pale, a region known for its snow covered hills and quiet beauty, is one of Skyrim's most isolated areas. The air here is always cold, filled with the scent of fresh snow and pine. The land is dotted with small villages and scattered settlements, but the Pale remains largely untouched by the larger conflicts that rattle the rest of Skyrim. Its harsh climate and remote location make it a place of quiet solitude, where the land is both a sanctuary and a harsh reminder of the power of Skyrim's natural forces. The Pale is a place where one can find peace or be lost in the wilderness. Fact 145. The Sovngarde, Skyrim's afterlife, is a realm of eternal glory reserved for those who die in battle, where heroes feast and fight in an eternal hall. The air in Sovngarde is always fresh, with a scent of wildflowers and the faintest trace of sea breeze. The sky above is a brilliant blue, and the land is bathed in a golden glow that reflects the honor of the souls who reside there. Sovngarde is a place where warriors never age, where battles are never forgotten, and where the greatest heroes of Skyrim are eternally celebrated. Fact 146. The Forgotten Vale, once home to the Snow Elves, is a hidden sanctuary deep within Skyrim. This tranquil valley is shrouded in a soft, otherworldly light, its ancient trees glowing faintly in the dark. The air here is thick with the scent of pine and fresh earth, and the land is alive with the hum of ancient magic. Despite its serene beauty, the Forgotten Vale holds a deep sadness, as it is the site of an ancient tragedy. The echoes of the Snow Elves' lost civilization can still be felt here, as their spirits linger in the mist and the trees. Fact 147. The wolves of Skyrim are fierce and majestic creatures, roaming the wilderness in packs and filling the air with their haunting howls. Their sharp, intelligent eyes seem to watch from the shadows, and their sleek, powerful bodies glide silently through the snow. The air around wolves is filled with the scent of fur and the wildness of the land. These creatures are both feared and revered by the people of Skyrim, as they are symbols of the untamed spirit of the wild. To encounter a wolf in Skyrim is to encounter the heart of the land itself. Fact 148. The Shrouded Moon is a rare celestial event in Skyrim when the moon appears covered by a shadow, casting an eerie dim light over the land. During this time, the air is thick with tension, and the world seems to stand still. The usual sounds of the night, the rustling of leaves, the chirping of crickets, fade into silence, replaced by an unsettling stillness. The Stormcloaks and Imperial Legion both see the shrouded moon as a symbol of change, a harbinger of great events to come. The air, filled with the scent of coming snow, seems to hold its breath in anticipation. Fact 149. The Soul Cairn is a haunting realm, where the souls of the deceased are trapped in a state of limbo. The air in the Soul Cairn is thick with the scent of decay and the faint hum of lingering magic. The sky here is always overcast, casting the land in a dim, gray light. The souls that dwell here wander aimlessly, trapped in a world between life and death, their whispers filling the air with regret and sorrow. The soul cairn is a place of eternal waiting, where time seems to stretch on endlessly, and peace is forever out of reach. Fact 150. The Greybeards, ancient monks who reside on the summit of the throat of the world, are masters of the voice, the powerful Thuum. These monks have dedicated their lives to the study and practice of this ancient art, seeking to harness the power of the voice to communicate with the gods. The air at their monastery is thin and cold, and the sound of the wind howling through the mountains is a constant reminder of the land's untamed beauty. The Greybeards are a symbol of Skyrim's deep connection to the ancient forces of nature, their wisdom carried on the wind. Thank you, dear friend, for joining me on this gentle journey through the wonders of Skyrim. As we reach the end, let your breath slow, your body settle into warmth, and your thoughts drift like the quiet snowflakes that fall over the vast, peaceful lands. The stories of creatures, places, and legends are now part of the calm whispers in your mind, ready to accompany you into restful dreams. May your night be filled with tranquility, and may your dreams be as peaceful and serene as the lands we've explored together. Good night, and may you wake rested with the quiet beauty of Skyrim in your heart.